speciality in recruitment is data. Been working at HK now for the last 2.5 years and specialise in data for the last 5.5. So emerging trends, one of the first key things that I've noticed is a big drive in personalisation. So particularly in retail, like I'm noticing a lot of clients building out personalisation recommendation engines to essentially send personalised offers, promotions, and then more importantly recommended products to users. Secondly, again mentioned it, but big uplift in Gen AI, particularly clients are using it for virtual assistants and chatbots to create a seamless sort of customer experience. And then more importantly, I'd say like how all these models are governed, and the ethical use of AI is another big hot topic. Yeah, with the big transformations going on, like still seeing a massive demand for those candidates that have cloud-based experience, so that's exposure to AWS, Azure or GCP, but AWS and Azure definitely being the most popular too. SQL is definitely still king, so yeah, there's not one data role on the market where you won't see a demand for SQL. Python is still extremely sort of popular for big data processing, and then platforms like Snowflake and also Databricks super common as well. Lack of investment in top technologies, like that would be key. Unless companies are using a modern tech stack, then yeah, candidates generally aren't interested. Secondly, there's just a real lack of structure for career pathways in data. So you kind of get to like a senior level as a technical specialist, unless you want to go down that management pathway, then you've kind of reached that threshold. And then thirdly, there's generally like a lack of training for like senior professionals to move into management roles internally, like super flat structure. So unless like a manager moves on, that person never gets a chance to sort of grow into a manager. They're being more competitive with salaries, or if they can't, if like that isn't actually an option, then it's being more creative in how they upskill and train their data professionals, whether that's great progression or whether it's great internal movement opportunities to upskill into different areas. I see it time and time again in the Australian market for data that the benefits packages can be very basic, so they will simply often just have the base salary and superannuation. But I think those companies that do it really well have extra perks. So I'd say the key one, obviously the bonus structure. So on average, companies would generally pay between sort of 10 to 15% for bonuses. Like I think companies can offer more creative stuff that data professionals value as well, like paying for certifications, paying to attend any conferences that they're interested in their field. And then I just think that formal opportunity for training and cross-functional movement is another thing that companies can do. All the time. Yeah, definitely seen a big demand in healthcare for data professionals. Super strange, but healthcare has always been a very underinvested area for data, but seeing big transformations happening where companies are going from on-premise into the cloud, especially in Microsoft Azure. Also just noting a huge demand for data science candidates who are using AI to create personalised customer experience and also streamline business operations.